Long, long journey. Maybe he's asleep and he needs to be woke up. I go back to the churches and I say, because I've been putting my ministry on the line, I say, if you're getting better without me coming back to you, I'll come back to this church and get on my knees and tell y'all to forgive me because I prophesied a lie. Now, you didn't bring nowhere. Have you heard any other minister say that? Have you heard any minister that'll tell you to your face and tell you, we ain't shouting out, listen at me good? And every time I go back to the churches, I saw them laugh. I said, how the economy going? You said you ain't going to get no better. And since I come back, a lot of them are laid off and ain't got jobs. Now let me tell you about me. I don't have no public job. You ask me what I'm going to do when I get back to Georgia, I don't know. But every day, God takes care of me and gives me thousands of dollars. Now I have left again. I said, God take care of coon and take care of a possum. I know he'll take care of me. A coon and a possum is a nocturnal animal. Means they come out only at night unless they got rabies, and then they may come out in the day. Right. You never see no little puny coon. You always see fat coons, fat possums, because God takes care of them. And tonight God is laying out their substance and they're out there finding it. God's going to take care of you. Evangelism. Exciting. Preach, but God don't show up. Preach, but God don't show up. I believe you should preach, and talk big about God and see a big God do something. Everywhere we go, we see it. Everywhere we go, we see it. The Bible is right. The Bible is right. Listen. For there is no difference between Jews and Greeks. For the same Lord over all is rich unto all that call upon him. God does not have respect of person. God said a black person, white person, Chinese, Mexican, whoever will call on the name of the Lord. If you call on the Lord will answer you. Some folks say, I'm trying to get saved. You don't have to try to get saved. God will save you. Somebody said, I almost came through tonight. No, you don't have to almost come through. God don't play with you. If God don't save you, he'll save you. Jeremiah said, save me and I shall be saved. He said, heal me and I shall be healed. If God healed you, he don't partially heal you. He healed you all the way. You see, God is made strong through weakness. Paul was sent the Lord's place for the infirmity or whatever was plaguing him, bothering him, persecuting him. But God told him, I'm not moving him. You know why? Because I'm made strong through your weakness. He said, no, that's the space. Let me say this week, let me go on. And he come out dynamic with 13 books, preaching and an apostle and a teacher of the Gentiles. God's got a way of working and doing it. Whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. God will save. God will deliver. Now, the parable that Jesus taught us about the men the man that had the vineyard, he went out that day in the morning. He hired some people and brought them, and they was working hard in the morning. Then he went back out in the noonday. And the last hour before they was getting ready to knock off, he went out and he found some man standing out on the corner. He said, why stand out here all day idle? His question and his excuse was, because no man hired me. He hired him to put in work. What is that parable showing you? That's showing you that God is going to be saving all the way up until the coming of Jesus. That's right. While I speak to you tonight, God is working somewhere, somehow, and you constantly sitting there running your mouth. You got to sit somewhere quiet so you can hear him talk. You can't get down for all in front of you. But some folks hate Christ. Some folks want to hear from God. Some folks is never satisfied. See, some folks have never received the Holy Ghost. That was all of them. No, when you receive the Holy Ghost, that's the beginning. Because what the Holy Ghost is going to do, it's going to take you in God, and it's going to take you and show you the higher heights and the deeper depths in God. And you folks that have been in school, you know, you didn't see a world map on the side of the wall. You got lines on it going that way and lines that way. Well, what those lines does, that shows you the longitude and the latitude, the measurement around the earth. There's higher heights and deeper depths in God. Every one of us can live 5,000 years and we'll never know all about God. Because He's unsearchable. But when you receive God's Spirit, you can learn of God. You can have the things of God. Corinthians 2:9 says, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither have entered in the hearts of men the thing which God has prepared for them that love Him. But the next verse says this, but He has revealed them unto us by His Spirit. When you have God's Spirit, God reveals things to you. God can talk to you. It's just like now, some problems break out in this church. And you say, I'm going to call the police. You can stand here and holler, police! Scream at the top of your voice, police ain't coming. You got to go around and get on the telephone. When you get on the telephone, that'll hook you up with the police headquarters. Then the police headquarters will talk on the radio and talk to a car. And the car will pick it up and they'll come out here. If you want to talk to God, you got to have God's Spirit. You see, God is a white man, He is a black man. God is a spirit. And they that worship Him must worship Him in spirit and in truth. If you don't have the Spirit of God, you can't communicate with Him. That's just like now. Oh, you lost my nose. What did I tell you to do? That's Spanish. I work there. What did I tell you to do? And you sitting there looking and I told you to raise your hands. I really lost my nose. Now, if you don't, I was in a service one time and I said that, and there was a fellow from South America, everybody sitting there looking, he said, he comes to us, I speak Spanish. Dios la bendiga. What I say?